All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes. All right. And the nukes are trending. The chariots are trending. Okay. The end is trending, and everybody knows it right now. Whatever happened yesterday, they didn't noise it abroad. Okay, but something happened. And everybody knew or was waiting with bated breath that something was going to go down. All right? And everybody knows that the men of the Lord are out doing what they do right before the Most High destroys a kingdom. What do? We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place called Babylon the Great, to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Speckled Bird, get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, right? Pray for forgiveness and get back into the ordinances. All right, and first and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rapakwadash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, all right, as well as the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, all right. And hey, the end has come. We're living in the end. And fuck everybody, right, that didn't listen and has got a problem with the outcome of what is about to happen. All right, the changing of the guard. All right, those guards, right, that were out in full regalia over there putting the queen under the earth, or whatever they did with that wicked ass witch, with the red suits on and that big old black hat. That big old black hat represents what you would call today an afro. All right, letting you know that was us. We are those kings and them queens. They took that whole kingly thing, and ain't no queen, but why? Where's the king at? All right. Why is there a queen anywhere? Why is there a queen? Everybody knows about the queen, but where's the king? Now they can prop this old devil up and act as though he's any kind of king, right? Prince Charles or whatever. But it goes back into this queendom, all right, brother. And the thing is over. All right, this queendom is over. All right, and the kingdom of heaven, right, is about to be restored. And this is what everybody has a problem with. You got Jakes that got a problem with us getting the kingdom. This is how fucking backwards this whole damn thing is. Jake got a problem with rulership and being on the top. Jake want to be out here homeless. It's okay. Instead of sitting on the throne and ruling and doing what it takes to govern this thing from the top down. All right, well, not all of them. You got men out here striving for perfection for years, right, that want to see this damn thing come to an end. All right, that's why we're out here week in and week out without fail, right, not missing a beat. We know how close we are. All right, you're seeing legions of chariots, all right? You're seeing whole fleets of chariots. All right, what's the difference between seeing one chariot and a fleet of chariots? Okay, you can explain away one. Oh, well, that was a bird, that was a balloon, right? Oh, it was a weather balloon. No, nigga. What about when you see a countless number of fleet of chariots in the sky? What is that? You can't come up with no lie for that shit. It certainly ain't what this devil produced up there, right? The brother showed a fleet. I think it was the Bishop Sakurana, I believe. But hey, you can't explain that thing away. And those sightings are coming more and more frequently, heralding the end of this thing. Okay? Hey, the end is clearly in sight right now. Okay? That war got niggas shook up. Niggas are shook right now. And Jake is walking around like it's a normal day. Right? Jake is prancing, doing nigga shit. Right? Because that's all you know how to do. Your day is coming to an end too. All right? You got the N-Dub out here shaking her ass and being wicked. Eve got about 3 more days. And then the wicked witch is going to burn. Right? And we're hastening that day. All right? We're hastening that day. We've been waiting patiently. Right? But our day is right here now. Our day is on the horizon. And Esau's waking up to this truth. They ain't even scoffing no more. They're just accepting it. Right before their last death gasp, they're going to try to fight. They don't even want to fight, but the Most High put the spirit on them, right, to yet durst fight. And they're going to give it that old college try and get that ass whooped. That's all that's left. Esau got one last hurrah. Because, I mean, you see it. I mean, it used to be fun to box this devil in. He tried to fight with his John 3:16. You know how to counter all of that and shut it down. This nigga knows now. You got your vocabs. They're shut down. Right? Only thing they got left is that weapon. And they're going to try to use it. Revelation 13:9. If any man hath an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. And here's the point. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right? The saints are out here on the highways and the byways telling you what is about to shortly come to pass, which is the overthrow, the enslavement, and the get back of the nation of Israel. And we've been waiting patiently. There's a couple of more prophecies. This is one, and it ain't no sleeping with white women or an embargo, nigga. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. What is the word of his patience? Okay. Go going back to this is the patience and the faith of the saints. Right? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. What? All right? We patiently waiting to put this devil in chains. And then shoot his ass in the back while he's cuffed in the back of a fucking cruiser. It's called payback. We're patiently waiting to be given the kingdom. Once and for all. All right? For the ever after. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So, hey, this is one of the last major prophecies before what? Before this devil is in chains, getting his ass whooped every day. All right? And yes, we have the patience to endure until the end, although we're hastening the day. All right, what manner? So these scriptures are going to keep coming out. We're patiently hasting. Is what we're doing. 2 Peter 3:11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, so the end of all things is this fire. The end of all things is these chariots that got that concentrated fire. The end of all things is we got to go through the fire to endure till the end. Right? We got to pass through the fire, right, to be cleansed, to be purged, to get them new bodies. All right? So, patience is the word of the day. I mean, we're so close. What do? It's popcorn time. Get your popcorn, right? Get your popcorn. All right? And why is it patience right now? Because the lights didn't go out yesterday. And those things happen. This devil had to push his agenda back. This nigga knows he hath but a short time, but he had to push that shit back. And he's mad. His time done ran out. Revelation 12 and 12, Salaki. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, knowing, Salaki. The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So there's that word time. What time are we in? We're in the time of this devil coming down with great wrath, because his time, he's at the end of his time. His short season has come to an end. He knows it. All right? This nigga, his magic don't work no more. His lies, his deception, it's at an end. This nigga's done. For real. This nigga's whole game is over. Salaki, bear with me. Hey, so patience and endurance. We're almost home. Everybody, well, GMS knows it. All right, the men of the Lord, you can tell, right, who's watching this thing. You got men out here. What you gonna do with your club? What you gonna do with your fancy garment when it's time to take that shit off, right? And be a pilgrim on the earth and go into Clark Kent. You ain't even worked on your Clark Kent. You're not patiently waiting for this thing to be over. You're trying to set up shop in the motherfucking what's left of this fucking devil's kingdom. You're not chanting down Babylon. You're marching in number up and down the street, right? On some Martin Luther King bullshit. Martin Luther King didn't want to fight, he wanted to march. Right? And set niggas back. All right? Really, if you wearing purple and gold and marching in vast numbers and filming it, right? Really, you doing, that's a modern day civil rights shit. We ain't gonna have to march, right? And we don't have to fight. The Most High is gonna do the fight. He will fight for you. What about that? What about that? See? Where does it say that you're gonna fight? Deuteronomy 1 and 30. The Lord your power, which goeth before you, he shall fight for you, according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. So, what does it mean to construct a military, right? When you got the greatest military ever created in the universe. You have the universe's greatest military ever. But somebody sent you out, right? Your overseer, the one that allowed you the 501c3, told you not to use the name Yahushai, not to use the name Yahweh, but instead to use Jesus Christ, God and Christ bless. What was it? Most High in Christ bless. You've been defanged, right? You have been completely defanged. The power is in the name, nigga. So why aren't you using it? And why are you marching in number around city blocks? They did that in the 60s. It was called civil rights, okay? Or the Million Man March. What are you doing? Where does it say to march? When our military, who are the angels, not you niggas, that when it came right down to you, you don't even have a weapon in your hand, but you march. Okay? Oh, nigga, we got the Bible. In whose name? In whose name are you marching? So you don't have a weapon. Okay? You don't have the weapon. You don't have the protection. You don't have the breastplate. Your vest, nigga. What is a breastplate? It's a vest. Wear your vest. Okay? Well, you niggas ain't wearing no vests. You want to go up against Esau, you got no weapon in your hand, because he took it from you. This nigga, hey, you know what? What they train you in the military, right? Here it is. You got your uniform on, you're marching around the block. First thing they teach you in the military, right? They give you a weapon, and they say, no matter what, this happened. I saw this shit. I saw grown-ass men. They gave you a uniform and a weapon. They said, never leave your weapon or you'll get an Article 15. You get written up and they can take your money from you. Right after you got your weapon, you're all, hey, hey. And then a motherfucker put on a gas mask, popped some gas and ran around and spread it throughout everybody. And motherfuckers ran, dropped their weapon, ran. And as soon as that happened, right, the drill instructor with the gas mask, they popped gas, and you had a mask. You were supposed to take the mask, put the mask on, clear it, and check it, and then move out, right? Niggas lost their mind. It was niggas, too. Dropped their weapon and ran. And the moment they dropped them weapons, somebody was out collecting all the weapons. They got all the weapons, a bunch of them. They put them over by the tree and said, okay, if you don't have your weapon, get over here. And everybody's weapon, you were separated from your weapon. Never forget that. I didn't lose my weapon that day. I got gassed, but eventually I got my mask on. It was a horrifying experience. And it wasn't so much that you got gassed, but that's what could happen to you in combat. You get gassed, you got to know what to do. You don't drop your weapon and run like a bitch because you separated from your weapon. Okay, you never leave your weapon. So then you put on a fucking purple and gold garment and your Israelite starter kit and you walk around the fucking block. But before you can put that garment on, you gotta not use the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and you just got separated from your weapon. Okay? And you're gonna march around this block, and this block. And who gave you that direction? Did it come down from your superior who made the fucking Faustian bargain with the devil that you can't use the name? Remember, they're going to gas you. They're going to take your weapon and gas you. All right? So if you're marching in this block, like the Million Man March, oh, we're all going to march down to the Capitol or whatever, wherever, the mall. They didn't gas you? Well, we're going to have every nigga coming from Tuscaloosa, California. There's two niggas in Alaska. They're going to make it to the Million Man March. And we're going to get them all in this area. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to be flying planes overhead. We're going to release a pathogen. We're going to release some shit on a nigga's ass. This is going to be the biggest Tuskegee experiment yet. It's called the Million Man March. And you niggas went down there. March? Hey, Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackass. He carried on the march. When they shot Martin's ass down, Jesse stood up and said, we're going to keep marching. That nigga. Okay. Well, let's go down the list. You got Martian Lucifer Coon and Malcolm X doing the same work, right? Why did them niggas get shot up, put down? Because they tried to tell the truth. They tried to say, hey, we're the lost sheep. I've been to the mountaintop. As soon as you tell the truth. So anybody that's got power, like Farrakhan, for example, right? If he's not, and he's trying to tell you that you're the children of Israel. Here it is, fully entrenched all your life in Islam, which the Most High is against. But you're trying to sneak it in there that, hey, guess what? You're the children of Israel. All right? That dude followed in the footsteps of Malcolm X. All of these false prophets not telling the people, hey, you're the nation of Israel. See, this is what gets you killed. You step out and you say, hey, you're the children of Israel. Here's the truth. That's what gets you put down. That's what got Yahushua put down. The truth. You go out and you spread the truth. What is the devil? Devil got to shut that down. Okay, so why is the Nation of Islam so huge and untouched? Oh, because they got the FOI and because they're, they got this many people. They're untouched because they ain't pushing that truth. Okay? It's the truth that gets you killed. Ask Yahushua. He's the example. All right? So what's coming? Well, the end has come. Who don't know that we're at the end right now? Who doesn't understand that? And what you gonna do? See, everything is fucking fun and games until the earthquake comes. And let me tell you, the earthquake is going to be the least of your problems here in a minute. The Most High is going to shake every fucking thing up. Right? And if you're not resigned, right, hey, if the Most High takes me down and that's the way it was written and really there was nothing I can do about it, that's knowledge and wisdom right there. Okay? Now, knowing that, what do? You pray for mercy. You repent, you pray for mercy, forgiveness, so that maybe that won't happen to you. If it does, you did everything that you could. And it is what, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Okay? To know that the Most High is in control of good and evil. To know that the Most High, if anybody dies, to the Most High belong the ordinances of death. When you know these things, okay, you understand that, well, really there was nothing that I could do. Okay, so the Spirit is telling me to get this. The end is nigh at hand. I don't know what that is, but let's figure it out. Bear with me. and nothing comes up. Slovakia, bear with me. Okay. All right, so first I'm going to read First Peter. This is what came of my search. 1 Peter 4:7. That exact phrase didn't come up, but here's what did. 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. We bring that out all the time. Now, this is Luke 21. Luke 21:28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And that's the spirit, because I came out here and I was going to speak on look up. All right, when you see them fleets of chariots, that's what this look up thing is. Look up. We're in the time of looking up. All right. We've been patiently waiting and enduring. Now it's time to look up. And what does look up mean? It means two things. Hold your head high. And, hey, what is your redemption? Redeem. To buy back. How are we going to get bought back? Well, first we got to be rescued. Let me read 27. Luke 21:27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Look up what? That cloud, first of all, you got to look up to see that cloud, right? And this cloud's in the sky every day. That ain't the cloud that you're looking for. The cloud that you're looking for, that Yahushua HaMashiach is coming in, is a huge spaceship, right? And the effect of saying that there's a huge spaceship about to be in the sky is that we're suddenly clowns, right? Oh, well, you're a clown and you believe in spaceships, and nigga, you believe in Satan, who talked you out of the name, the power. What does this mean? Power and glory. Luke 21:27. Then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. What does that mean, power and great glory? What does that mean? This is Isaiah 63:1. What is power and great glory? They don't want you to know. See, if you start explaining spaceship and the power and the glory, the firepower and the majesty of these vessels, it's not the fucking Millennium Falcon. All right, when you see these things light up, it's more like Close Encounters, if you will. Nigga, if you're trying to get a vision of it, it's not the fucking Millennium Falcon. How many times did you see the Millennium Falcon disappear? And I'm not talking about jumping to light speed. I'm talking about expanding, contracting, disappearing, right? Hovering. Did the Millennium Falcon hover? And a motherfucking Star Wars head would, oh yeah, it did. Well, fuck you. Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious, there's that glory. Glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. There's that power. Firepower. Why are those words always attached to the cloud that he's coming in? See? And a nigga will explain that shit away. That ain't no spaceship. God doesn't need a spaceship. God has many names. There ain't no ancient. This nigga completely breaks down the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua perfectly in a historic lesson video that was made on a video camera, right, years ago. And there's evidence, still proof of the nigga breaking it down, right? But now you've been silenced, defanged, ain't using the name. That's such a huge red flag. That's completely being double-minded. You mean you used to believe in the name and use it, but now you don't? That's easy. Gotta watch out for you. Okay? That's an easy one. All right? Do you speak on the chariots and what their function is and what they're for? Or do you hide that too? What else you got in that napkin there, dude? While you're marching your men around with no breastplate. Talk about the MOTB, ain't the C hip. Okay? Talk about holes in a doctrine. But you look good because you're getting that money. Uh-oh. That's a red flag. You got all these numbers because a nigga wants to look fly. Got your woman, oh, they gonna look so good, they gonna look so good. Huh? This is not about looking good. Hey, when you're in combat, you ain't worried about how you look unless you're trying to blend in, camouflage, right? Not about how pretty your garment is. It's about whether your garment is blending in and doing what it was, performing its function. I'm wearing the brightest colors. They can see us all around, all the way around the block. Those war chariots is our military. They're going to fight for us. Okay, we don't even have to fight. The king don't fight. The king sends his men into battle. Okay? The priest don't go into battle. But nigga Friar Tuck though. You know? No, the king, nigga, is being protected, a contingent. Follow on echelon. There's a contingent that stays behind to guard the king, and then the generals go out, they fight, and then they come back, they report to the king. We are a nation of kings and priests. Guess what? The angels is our military. That's our warriors that can't be beat. See, a nigga don't have a ruling ship mentality. He's so used to being a fucking slave, a subject. You can't think like a king. You don't have to fight. Okay? Doing the work is the fighting. When I say fight, I mean physical. You fight with this? Sure you do. Right? We're on the front lines, but as some niggas do, you're not supposed to bring a sword out here. You're supposed to have faith. Right? Why? Why do you come out here without a sword? Because the angels are encampeth, bivouac, nigga. What is a bivouac? Okay? It's camp. The angels got us. They're gonna fight for us. They got us. An unbeatable fighting force. Okay? That is making itself known more and more by the day. Because eventually, everybody's going to be used to it. There they are again. What are they going to do? Are the aliens coming to get us? What are they going to do? When are they going to strike? See, because they're not firing upon a motherfucker's ass just yet. The first order of business is to acclimate the world to their existence and to their presence, because it's just like finding out that Yahweh Shai is a so-called black man, because you've been lied to all your life and deceived into believing the opposite. Well, they don't exist. But why are they up there in number? Why are they in formation? What does formation mean? Why are they in a fucking... Why are they at parade rest? Why are they, like the brother said, conducting maneuvers? They're war games, if you will. The brother said, they ain't the only one. These devils ain't the only one out there doing war games. The chariots, right? They're in formation. Not attack formation just yet, but attack formation is coming. Letting you know that when you got 3 chariots, you could have 2 chariots. That's a formation. You could have 3 chariots in a triangle or even offset. That is, one is protecting. You understand? What is a wedge formation? What is a line formation? What is a modified wedge? Okay, that's what the chariots are doing. You see more than one. You can see one. You see one chariot, and before your eyes, nigga, then now there's 2. One turns into 2. Okay? Hey, the angels, nigga, are our military. You're good. You don't have to take the strap to camp. You're good. That's the faith. You got to have the patience, and you got to have the faith of the saints. That what? That them shackles are going on this devil. That what this devil did to us is coming back on his ass. Right? Getting shot in the back. Getting cuffed, stuffed, and then shot in the back. That's coming back in the stop. All right? Every day a motherfucking Edomite is going to get shot in the back while cuffed in the back of a cruiser. That's going to be a daily occurrence. And we're all going to gather around, right? And make a party out of it. And it's going to be righteous then. Seeing then that it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. What do those words mean? Well, when we get that payback, it's going to be righteous. That's pretty much what it means. When we're doing to them what was done to us, for us it's going to be righteous. Why? Because it's a righteous thing with Yahweh Shem Yahushai to get that payback. I didn't make the rules, right? But I remember certain things you just remember. It sounds sweet coming off of the tongue. It is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble. Right? Or it is a righteous thing with God. Huh? The Trail of Tears. It is a righteous thing. You understand? African Dodger. It is a righteous thing with the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you. Okay? Hanging niggas to a tree. It is a righteous thing with the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you. And then the elder bishop brought up Planet of the Apes. Okay, hey, the hunt. You got the so-called gorillas or the apes on horseback. They got nets and they got swords. They got rifles and shit. And then you got Edomites in loincloths. They run. They in the cornfield. They chill. And then the hunt starts. Right? They go and throw nets and grabbing up Edomites, putting them in cages. It is a righteous thing with the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. What is the patience and the faith of the saints? Tribulation. We're waiting, right? How do you take a motherfucker captive? You got to throw a net on his ass first. Don't kill the animal. You want that animal alive. You want him in a cage. Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. The word captivity means to capture. One that has captivity is, and I'm coming off the dome. The word captivity means the condition of being held captive. Yeah? So when you go to the Planet of the Apes, you see them wagons, right, with Edomites and loincloths, right? And who's on the horses? I have seen servants upon horses. Hey, shit is the way that is back to the way it's supposed to be. So here's how you break it down in code. Can we get abducted by aliens so we can bring in the Planet of the Apes? Or the title of the movie should read, Living in the Planet of the Apes After Being Abducted by Aliens. Okay? And how do you break that down? That's the code for what? For living in the kingdom of heaven after being saved from our enemies. And that's how these devils, right, deceive and trick you. They put the truth in your face. Oh, we're going to go see Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Learn all about aliens and being abducted, right? Oh, we're going to go see Planet of the Apes. We're going to get in a car. We're going to go to the drive-in. We're going to get some popcorn. Let's go down to the lobby. Let's go down to the lobby. We'll put the little speaker right there on the window. We're going to watch the fucking Planet of the Apes in 1968. We don't even know that we're looking at the kingdom of heaven. And we're the fucking apes. And they're showing it to us. Okay? We don't even know. We're watching Close Encounter. We're watching what it says in the Bible about God and his son and how they're going to rescue us from our enemies. They're showing it to us backwards and fucking us all up. That's how this devil gets down. Now that we're completely scared of the aliens years later, then we can make a movie called Independence Day with an Israelite fighting against the Most High, and somehow he wins. Doing the bidding of the devil, the Israelite is trained to go against his God, and somehow Esau wins the war in heaven. And all of that, we don't know. Our dead bodies are still laying in the street of the great city, right? Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Where also Yahushua is crucified. Yahushua is crucified in that movie. In Independence Day, when Yahushua's ship appears over the city, right? And they're able to shoot it down, that's the Most High being crucified anew, right here in Babylon the Great. That's how they're making that. That's why they made that. To make us believe that somehow they're going to win the war in heaven. And that's our military. This fucking devil's got delusions of grandeur. You're under strong delusion that somehow you're going to win the war in heaven. Made a movie about it and brainwashed us to believe we're cheering, yeah, USA. We took down the alien. The Most High's furious. Now the real movie has started. Nigga, go get your popcorn. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to fight. Now, we forgot about Hancock. Forgot about Hancock. Hancock is about the day that we're living in right now. And this motherfucking devil, he put it out in a timely fashion, knowing that our superpowers are coming. But what we got to do with them, we got to fight for this motherfucking devil. Instead of fucking him up. Instead of using our superpowers to fuck up this devil, what we got to do is save white women and go to work to continue to be in slavery. Because we wouldn't use our superpowers to fuck this devil up. That witchcraft is strong, boy. It's strong shit. No. Revelation 13:9. If any man hath an ear, let him hear. Here's the truth about those movies. Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Now let's get deceive the very elect. Is that Romans or Hebrews? Matthew 24. I don't know that. Shame. Matthew 24. Bear with me, Slucky. Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And like the brother brought out, I forget which one it was, might have been, I forgot who said that. Noah Yashuvel Harari. Noah Shuvel Harari, whatever this nigga's name is, he would be a false prophet. This dude, Gold, what's his name? Who made that movie? This guy that made Hancock, Spielberg. Steven Spielberg would be a false prophet. And that movie would be that wine, okay, that false doctrine being spewed by the false prophet, all right? Now when you read this, knowing that Spielberg, and it was Spielberg that made that false doctrine called Close Encounters. All right. 24 and 24. Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. You're not going to win the war in heaven, devil. You're not going to pop open a motherfucking stogie at the end of the movie and have a motherfucking smoke. Ain't gonna be none of that. You're gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and motherfuckers going head first into goddamn slavery. Let's go get it. Let's get it again. I'll keep bringing it out. Revelation 13:10. If he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Here's what's gonna happen at the end of the movie. The Most High's movie. Not you false prophet with that wine. They got niggas out here drunk. Okay, you're gonna be on that Woody Harrelson shit, grunting and snorting. All right, yeah, we caught that too. Your ass is going head first, nigga, into slavery, get cuffed, and then shot in the back of that wagon when you're cuffed. Oh, well, I feared for my life. From an Edomite you did? You got a celestial body. No, we're not going to be the fucking devil in the kingdom, all right? But we are righteously going to get our payback, all right? You know, that nigga was saying, yeah. If you don't know sarcasm when you hear it, then go fuck yourself, all right? Patiently and faithfully waiting to get our hands around this devil's neck and get our payback. All right? And it's time to start looking up. All right? Because our salvation draweth nigh. Our salvation is this devil's destruction. In the same hour. Okay? And that shit is so close right now, we can taste it. All right? Beautiful. So, keep pushing back your fucking plan, devil. You had to abort mission, you had to go to contingency yesterday because everybody was waiting. See, you want to catch niggas by surprise. So the contingency has everything to do with it. And you might even set it up like that. Well, let's get them all to think that it's going down on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we catch these niggas, right? Like an EMP. The devil himself brought out that, and this is good information to know, the devil himself brought out that in the event of an EMP, and you got your shit in the cage, right? Got your shit in the cage. Don't take it out the cage immediately. All right? Because they're gonna follow one EMP and wait up to a week and then get you with your shit out. Right? Hey, the devil is sneaky. Right now his ass is wiser than Daniel, so you know. And that's one of them things that you should know. If you went got the steel trash can, I did. You know. I also fucking spent a whole lot of money on a big ass bag, which I probably shouldn't did, but you know. It is what it is. So you got the trash can, right? You might, after the first one, you might make a call to see who's out there and then put that shit back in the motherfucking trash can till the second one goes off. All right, and this is the kind of tactics, right, that you, and it's not even that, right? All we got, hey, the electa's gonna be delivered anyway, but it doesn't hurt to get in the game, you know? Hey, if the Most High trained you in the fucking military, you could use them tactics, right? You use what is available. This is what you're taught. Training for the battlefield, you use what is fucking made available to you. They're gonna do it. I mean, within the limits of what you're supposed to do, right? You still gotta keep the laws to the best of your ability. Keep the commandments. So we're in that time that, hey, the hour of temptation is almost here. Letting you know, when that hour is over, nigga, what? The missiles are coming when they're pushing the sea hip. They're almost pushing the sea hip. And that, what is next? Okay? What's next and what is on the horizon is the sequel to the Juice. They didn't set that juice stand up just to let it go. That was a big sign of what is about to come. So now the sequel to the Juice is what? The sea hip. And the sea hip has got to come. All right, brothers. What is the sequel to the Juice? The sea hip. So the sea hip is next. And you can feel that this motherfucker gotta bring the sequel. What's the sequel? The sea hip. What's the hour of temptation? Mandatory sea hips. What's gonna happen during that hour? The missiles were that close. Okay? This is how you measure the time diligently. in and of itself. Salakia with chickens. So, Salakia, bear with me. It's Ezekiel 7. And 3. Now is the end come upon thee. Close the book. Now is the end come upon thee. Let's talk about Esau. Esau's coming. Esau is the end of the world. Now is the end come upon thee. Most High sending, he's sending his sword. Now this could read like this: Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abomination. Most High send a motherfucking stormtrooper right to your door. Esau's the end. He'll shoot you with he'll cuff you in the pad, right? Pop, 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 open the door. I ain't open. Pop, kick the door down. One hand up, cuff, click, click, pop, pop, pop. That was your judgment. Let's read this first. Set the context. Second Ezra 6. And 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, so who is the end? Not what is the end. Who is the end of the world? End of your world. Esau is the end. Esau is the sword. The Most High sending a sword upon you is Esau knocking at your door. Talk about, I'm finna kick the door down if you don't open it. A sword is sent. A sword is furbished. That's Esau going from semi-auto to full auto. That's the police force getting military-grade weapons from fucking, you understand? Now that we know who the end is, read it again. Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee. How does the Most High send his anger upon you? He has Esau show up at your door, ready to cuff you and then shoot you in the back. That's the judgment. And will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. This motherfucking devil over here. The goddamn devil, the spirit of Satan, scared as hell. Your dominion is over, you motherfucking murderer. And you scared, you scary ass bitch. Oh, that's just Satan. Satan is running scared right now. Ezekiel 7:5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, only evil, behold, has come. What is that? The days are evil. We read yesterday. Bad times is here. The bad time done showed up. It's here now. Here we are. Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. He is the elect. We are the hopeful elect. We're at the end. We see the chariot. Some brothers see the chariots daily. Right? They see the chariots so regular now. Right? Chariot sightings. Right? I ain't bluffing. I'm not bluffing. These are the signs of the end. I'm not bluffing is a huge sign of the end. I'm not bluffing means here come the nukes. No, nigga, you're not bluffing. Why? Because the Most High got your ass. under extreme mind control, and you're going to launch them birds. You're going to launch them birds. Very soon here, you're going to start with darts. You're going to toss some darts. You're going to move from darts to rockets, and from rockets you're going to go to cruise missiles. But them darts, what are the darts? Darts are tactical micro nukes. As early as tomorrow, I have a theory, okay? Because Esau wants to get this thing popping. So they're gonna launch some cruise missiles into the Donbass or into Crimea, right? And Vlad said, if you do that, I bring out the tacticals. Does that mean he's going to do it? No, it means that Babylon is going to launch a cruise missile, and then, right directly after launching the cruise missile, then they're going to launch a tactical. Talk about Babylon. And say that Vlad did it. That's going to escalate. Here, that's the false flag. That's a Pearl Harbor moment. Okay. How do you get this? How do you fan the flames? It's got to be already kindled. How do we take it to the next phase? Well, you take Vlad up on his threat. Say, oh, he threatened us that if we do anything in these regions, then he's going to take it to darts. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll bomb, and then we'll throw the first dart and blame it on him. Then we'll hit back with a dart. Then from darts we go to rockets. From rockets we go to missiles. From missiles we go to ICBMs. That starts tomorrow. Tactical nukes start as early as tomorrow. I'm not saying that they're going to happen tomorrow, but it could. As early as tomorrow, watch this thing escalate. Hey, this is still the year of the turnip. Okay? The year of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai turning up. And we still got a solid 3 months of turning up. And shit is speeding up. It's going to be moving fast. All right. So, as early as tomorrow. Okay. And there's a couple of things to watch for. Watch for tacticals. Watch for the hour of temptation, meaning the campaign for the CHIP has to escalate exponentially to get it to the point of being mandatory. You're going to see that escalate exponentially. All right? Watch for those two things this week. Okay? EMP is on the table. Tacticals, EMP. I didn't tell the whole story. Okay, so they're going to attack the Donbass. See, this referendum is supposed to be established. They're going to vote to be part of Russia. That gives Vlad carte blanche, if you will, to protect his provinces. Esau's going to lob something which says that Vlad, this is a scenario that they put forth. Well, if we do anything, Vlad is going to throw darts. Babylon throws the dart. At the same time they throw the dart, which is a tactical, they set off an EMP over here on themselves and blame it on Vlad. Blame it all on Vlad. That's how this devil gets down. What does that mean for Babylon? They set off an EMP, right? And they only got to do one little section of Babylon the Great. They'll have to shut the whole thing down. To get this thing popping, how do you get it? If you draft, draft is the last option. You want motherfuckers to volunteer. How do you get them to volunteer? Knock down a couple of buildings. Niggas will quit their NFL job to walk into a fucking quagmire, right? Nigga, I'm getting paid. I'm a star in the NFL. Oh, they knocked our buildings down. I'm gonna change uniforms and go over here and get shot by my own contingent. So before they do a draft, they'll knock a couple of buildings down. How do you do that? Shut down the West Coast. Motherfuckers will run. A motherfucker's ass will run down to the recruiting station. You gotta go kill Vlad. You gotta go kill Vlad. Ivan. Let's go get Ivan. Read 1 Peter again and I'm going to close up. First Peter 4 and 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. All right, that's it. We're at the end of all things. And I feel fine. All right, so get the short version of the exit. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Philippians 2. Verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? Hey, we're too close. Looking right at the finish line. There'll be some crazy shit, pitfalls, traps. This devil is wily. He's a wily bitch. All right, but we got this. All right? Let the Most High fight for you. Okay? All right, so with that, we say all praise is due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh, double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, the elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them and taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and the sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, shalom.